Ding, 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 ding. So no, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends, Joel?
Did we need to pay royalties for that?
I'm just going to turn your thing up so I can see it. No, we haven't.
My bad.
Yeah, I want to see the thing.
The pod hasn't started.
Yes, all right, let's start again.
Okay.
3, syncs the sound. Hey, look how sexy we look. We are live at Dirty Secrets Comedy, recording the...
Our equivalent of the Jonestown tapes.
Oh, okay, I don't know that reference, but I love that for you.
You know, Jonestown?
It was shooting?
No, it was like a mass cult suicide.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
You can find the recordings.
Okay.
In fact, let's forget the pod. Let's listen to those now.
Okay, this is going to be 1 hour or 45 minutes of listening to the Jonestown.
It's pretty kind of surreal because they're like,
okay.
You think it's going to be like, oh my God, no, what do we do? But they're just like, it's very practical. They're like, there's plenty of... and it was Flavor Aid, not Kool-Aid. There's plenty of Flavor Aid to go. There's like someone helping. Plenty of Flavor Aid. Come on, there's plenty of Flavor Aid.
So the key question I want to ask is Flavor Aid like generic Kool-Aid? Like Kool-Aid is a brand, Flavor Aid is like the off-brand?
I don't know what I mean?
I
know it's just a cunty thing to bring up with people. Like, actually, it was Flavor Aid.
Yeah.
You know, like, or when someone says you've drunk the Kool-Aid, it's like, actually, it was Flavor Aid.
Yeah. That is the no-name brand.
Excuse me. Yes.
They don't want to be associated with it at all.
Did you also know that Kevin Parker is mainly the guy who's mainly behind all the Tame Impala songs? It's just one guy.
Okay.
It's the same. It's a Venn diagram of people who bring up that the Jones. That it was Flavor Aid, and people who bring up that Tame Impala is mostly one guy. It's like a perfect circle.
It's like how now Panic at the Disco, most of the band from the 90s, is just one guy as well.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Brendan Urie is a very sexy man. One day I will grow up to be him.
It's Panic at the Disco, isn't it?
It's exclamation mark, yeah.
So it should be read Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, we should be a bit scared at the disco, yeah. I should be having anxiety at the disco.
Is this going to get us trending?
Panic at the Disco.
Joking about the name Panic at the Disco.
Oh, yeah, keywords. All right, this is the theme of this episode. Joel and I are going to get famous. Oh, that's the foghorn.
Yeah.
That's a shit impression of it. It's do-do-do-do-do-do. That's, yeah.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Great.
5 out of 10.
Don't foghorn shame me.
Yeah, I'm foghorn shaming you.
Never foghorn get.
This is the Hook episode. I briefly explained it to Joel, but this is the Hook episode. All right, for all you people that don't know, hooks are those things that you hear when you're scrolling through TikTok. It's literally the first second of a video where they're like, I can't believe they said this, or did this really happen? So I want to produce as much clips as I can from this, and I need clippable sections, which means this episode we're going to be pulling out a lot of hooks, and then we'll be riffing on it, and we'll also be, as usual, divulging deep dark secrets of the Melbourne comedy scene, while also talking about how we could be better friends.
What we need to record is my inner monologue that was happening as you were talking, just in like what, like just I'll cover on. Hang on. What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, so yeah.
Why am I here? I'm gonna kill myself today.
Yeah.
God, does he realize how ugly he is? Where is he even from? Is he like Indian and Iranian? Some weird shit. I don't know what's going on there. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the phrase? What's a good hook?
How about? I can't believe they missed Trump. You're better at this.
They missed him. I can't believe they missed. Did you want? What's your position?
I think.
Let's get you canceled.
I think they should have got Alec Baldwin to take the shot.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Oh really? Come on! Don't give me that. She got a yes and me, man.
Yeah, I did. I know. Okay. Oh, Alec Baldwin. He's definitely set up on SNL for life now. I heard someone say that online, and I was like, "That's funny."
Oh,
Alec Baldwin, the impersonator
that first
of Mr. Trump, and also actor and comedian.
You're like way behind. He hasn't done Trump in ages.
Yeah, but now he'll have more shit to do.
I guess. Oh yeah, there's a good sketch there that SNL would be way too cowardly to do. They'd be like, yeah, the Alec Baldwin, doing Trump, and then I'm just a visionary here. The writers of SNL could come up with the nuts and bolts if they had the balls. Yeah. But Alec Baldwin shooting someone and Trump getting shot almost by he did get shot by someone.
He got in the ear.
And Baldwin having impersonated Trump rather famously a few years ago.
Yeah.
There's a good that's ripe for parody.
Yeah. Do you think it was staged?
I think it do I think it was staged? No.
I think it's too to like getting someone in the ear. It's like you try get someone in the ear.
Yeah, it's too hard. Yeah, that's a good point. And also, I just feel like, more interestingly, I think the fact that we ask, is it staged, is quite a commentary on our times.
Oh, yeah, because we're always like, there's so much shit on, like, Acolyte, right? Star Wars Acolyte just finished.
And I'm going.
All right, cool. Anyway, so this is the Sharam and Namdarian podcast. There's so much hate content. It's badly written, but not as bad as, I would say, not worse than the other, like, Mandalorian.
I love,
stuff like that. You probably haven't watched it.
What's the?
That's fine.
Well, what's
you
the?
You can talk about cults. I'll talk about Star Wars. That's why we're best frenemies.
What's the
what?
What's the heading of this?
Wait. I can't believe he's about to say this.
What is the heading of this reel going to be? Like Trump/Acolyte?
Yeah. I can't believe Trump was involved in Star Wars Acolyte.
Yeah, Trump cast in Acolyte.
Yeah.
No.
Acolyte season 2. Green.
They're making another one?
Thanks to Trump. No, I don't think so.
Oh, God.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I want them to.
Haven't seen a single second of it.
Okay. But you're like...
since I tried The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I really tried, but I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
You too?
No, I will watch it all, but mostly out of momentum at this point. Like, I watched Planet of the Apes movies, and I was like, I love the Planet of the Apes, but I saw them all in the cinema. Yeah. And I went to watch it in the cinema, and I was like, I'm only here because of past history. I
get it. Yeah.
If I had a good enough sound system or theater system at home, I wouldn't go. I just have a tiny apartment.
So it's kind of like sports reference. It's like watching you're watching a sports team you love when they're shit. It's just like, why are you here? It's like, I don't know. My dad took me when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
habitual. I get it.
Someone I know recently got a job at a bank, and they were like saying that banks' biggest competitor is basically the parents, because people just get the same bank.
The bank of mum and dad.
Yeah, bank of mum and dad. You know what I mean? Like you have a kid and you're like, oh wait, I can't believe parents do this.
Yeah.
You have a kid and you're like, fucking, it's time to become, yes, my son.
What?
Would you like to become financially literate?
Yeah.
You fucking dumbass. Join my bank.
Oh.
Because I don't have any other experience apart from my bank, so you're going to get... So basically, people change banks really slowly, apparently.
Right, so it's like how my dad makes me get his car that I use serviced at the dealer, when really everyone else is like, why don't you get... That's like they are fleecing the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Why? So it's like that. It's like they just go... Well, I mean, I am in the bank of... I mean, it's not the same thing. It wasn't my parents, but did you have this? We're about the same age, aren't we? We're the cult of
I'm about 50. You're about 50?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
When you Commonwealth, but I look 60. When Commonwealth Bank came to my primary school and Dollarmite account, and I'm like, and then you call them up. I get letters occasionally from the Commonwealth Bank being like, "You've been a customer with us for such a long time. Thank you so much." I'm like, I'm in a cult.
Yeah,
I'm in a cult.
This is the cult episode.
I didn't sign up. I did, but I didn't know.
Did. And have you seen? Do you remember the branding of Dollarmite? It's
that
some
little
weird
characters.
alien shit.
It looked like Inside Out. All the emotions from Inside Out.
I looked up recently, and I'm like, what is the lore? I looked even further. There's a wizard. There's the aliens, and then there's a wizard. What's the wizard doing? Why is he there?
Right. So wait, what are they again? The wizard, the alien?
There's just like 5 aliens and a wizard. All right, I'm gonna look it up, and if I can be bothered editing this video, put it in there.
The wizard's definitely fucking those aliens, or they're fucking him.
I think the wizard is just an old man. Okay, I can't look it up. Who do we have to like? You know how other podcasts have like a person.
That's a good trivia night question. Name the Dollarmites.
Name one Dollarmite.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, there's no...
It's probably something stupid like bank. It's like a bank pun or something.
Yeah. All right, we'll get interrupted by things. So there's the Dollar... I don't know.
Oh, we might have guests. That's cool.
No, we want to... Yeah, so there's the Dollarmites, right? Like, what is he? What is this
Oh,
stuff?
you're triggering me. You can't... Don't show me that fucking... I remember the checkbook. Remember the checkbook?
Yeah.
Remember the checkbook?
Oh, don't take me back!
I can't believe you remember the checkbook.
Oh, the checkbook from Dollarmites. The trauma. Yeah, I don't know where the wizard is. Oh, there was the checkbook. Look at this.
You felt like such a badass. Oh God, no! Don't show me that. You're gonna put these up on the reel.
Yeah, I'll edit it.
I'm genuinely seeing that shit. I'm like, oh my God! Like it's just.
They're like, they were like, look, kids love aliens, so we're gonna give them weird octopus aliens with little things. There's a wizard, but I saw a wizard, not like a weird alien wizard. Like, what is the lore behind Dollarmites? That's what I want to know.
It looks like some sort of, like those episodes. I haven't watched a lot of South Park, but it's like they go into a sort of side. I don't know. It just looks like some sort of
like Imagination Land, like something.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like something out of like where I don't watch a lot of South Park. When Cartman goes into another dimension, and those would be the characters there. Hello, I'm Banky.
I reckon the Dollarmites were created from two possible things. One is like they did a lot of research, and weirdly that fits some niche that we just didn't know.
Yeah.
Or it was like the bank's owner's uncle's son was a graphic designer.
Yeah, that's 100%
My son is good at drawing. He draws these creatures. He must leave the house.
Where do you think that guy's from? Yeah.
What? I can't believe he.
Go on.
Joel, what's a good hook for that? I can't believe he did this racist impression.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I was going to do a racist impression too, but it wasn't that race. Okay.
That's not racist.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Best Frienemies podcast. Yeah.
But Dollarmite, I would like let's see if we can make the Dollarmites like gay icons. You know how they do that? They made the Babadook like a gay icon.
How would you make the Dollarmites?
They're
making the Dollarmites gay.
If they can make the Babadook, they're making the Dollarmites gay. They're turning the frogs gay. No, but I mean, they made the Babadook a gay icon. Maybe I saw those. They're pretty gay.
Here's a fun Warhammer thing that relates to gayness.
What, Weimar?
The Warhammer.
Warhammer. You said
I need to enunciate more.
The fuck?
Warhammer.
You said
those
Weimar.
the models that you paint?
The Weimar Republic?
Okay, so
What?
I'm obsessed with size comparisons. Let's get your jokes out. All right, he's done them. Okay.
In here. All up there. Not worth doing.
Like, it's like I want the models to match the lore. I want them to be like, oh, that's an 8-foot guy, that's a 7-foot whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
So I'm constantly looking up size comparisons. It's when I'm down with my girlfriend and we're just watching movies, I'm on my phone Googling size comparisons. I did a post to one of the Reddits being like, what do you guys think of the size comparisons? Blew up, a lot of people commenting on it, stuff like that. One dude messaged me privately saying they banned me from the Warhammer subreddit because I commented something saying like, they're making us paint our models with gay colors, but I don't like the current sizes. And I was like, no one is forcing you to paint them gay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
that's my story.
fun. Just riffing on that.
Yeah.
You won't believe what the slang term for gay is in Russia.
What is it?
Gula boy,
What does that mean?
It's basically light blue. Light blue, literally gula boy.
And how did that evolve? That's really important.
I guess just light blue is kind of gay when you think about it.
Okay.
Sort of like it's like. Psh.
They weren't like,
I don't know the etymology behind it, but
as opposed to a strong,
yeah, you'd be like
heterosexual blue.
I don't know, like a real navy blue, like a royal blue or something like that. You know, like
pretty straight.
I wonder what they think of turquoise, because turquoise is the gayest blue.
Yes. I'm colorblind, so this is a little bit lost on me. I know turquoise is like teal, and
Or,
you color perceptive people also can't distinguish.
What do you mean,
between...
you color perceptive people?
Yeah. How? What you? Yeah. Name a color.
See, morning mist.
That's crazy.
That's on there. Trust me, that'll be there. Look at that Dulux color scheme, man. They're going crazy.
Yeah, they have. You can. A color company actually has a little device where if you discover a new color using this device, you can coin it. Like it's a whole thing. So no colors. Every color exists now.
I think
off limits.
I'm not going to take credit for this. I think it was our friend, Raw Comedy national finalist from 2 years ago, Raf Menanjum, who said, "Hey,
yeah,
I didn't do that.
Menagem.
I can't Menagem.
Yeah,
Menage
it's like I'm Namdarian. Sharam.
Is it Menagem?
Menagem.
I thought it was Menangem.
Ah. All right.
Oh, wait, isn't that what the traditional name for Brisbane is? No, that's Meanjin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
mind.
continue the story.
No,
I can't believe he's about to say this.
No, because basically, Raf said. It's funny how things change from when you're young to when you're old. Like when I was young, I could have a favorite color. Now that I'm an adult,
yeah, it's all political now.
Very political now.
The one thing I hate about political stuff is that the thing I hear the most, especially from the one guy that I argue with all the time, is they politicized it first. They, as in the other side, made whatever it is.
How is Adam? I mean, obviously...
He's overseas. I'm not talking about him, but
really?
He's overseas currently.
Adam Ulatas, shout out.
Yeah, what up? Yeah.
Sultan of Smith Street.
Use the code Adam Ulatas at the checkout to get 10% off something that will eventually sell.
Yeah, merch.
Yeah, merch.
We'll get like
It'll be a deep cut.
what would be our first
Discount
bit
code.
of a Dollarmite t-shirt?
It'll be a Dollarmite t-shirt, and it'll say the trauma my parents brought me into it, and it's just the QR.
Trauma,
like,
trauma you can bank on.
Yeah, that's it. And it's just got the check.
Yeah.
I'm sure when will it get out of copyright? That's the real question. You know what I mean? Because they'll be like, "You're making money of my." That's
okay. That was more Jewish. I like
Yeah,
that. That was more accurate. That was very Fiddler on the Roof, sort of.
I once saw
top hole.
and then the fiddler was on the roof, and you're like, "Fucking, you did."
What did you just call it?
Fiddler on the Roof.
When you once saw when the fiddler was on the roof.
No, I once saw it as a kid.
Oh,
Fiddler on the Roof. I just slurred my words together. And when the fiddler was on the roof, I don't fully remember the story, but I feel like I remember it being like, oh, look at that.
I thought that was a euphemism, like Fiddler on the Roof. It was
Probably
sort of
is.
a, you know,
I was a kid. I don't.
like it's an idiom.
Yeah.
Was it, I've
What-
never seen it. Was it actually a fiddler on the
I
roof?
think so, but I can't remember it. I can't believe the fiddler was on the roof in Fiddler on the Roof.
Also, Fiddler, that hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, it
hey,
does
we're all
not.
going to go see the Fiddler on the Roof. And you're like, what are
You've
you?
met Greg Fiddler.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, that name, Mr.
Yeah.
Fiddler. Hello. He's
Yeah.
also a very stern man.
Yeah, I once said, oh, hey, this guy, he's a good guy, runs a
he's great.
gig in Heidelberg, Laugh Track Live, check that out. That's fun. But I once said, oh, it's Fiddler. And he's like, no, it's Fiddler. And I sort of wanted to whisper to him, put my arm around him and go, you don't have to be Fiddler.
Yeah.
You don't.
You can be Fiddler.
You can be Fiddler. I would advise you to be Fiddler.
Yeah.
I would insist on that.
But he's like, no, it's Fiddler.
I admire
Come on, from
that.
a long line of fiddlers.
I admire that. I admire
My
that.
uncle was a fiddler. My mother was a fiddler.
He's on Epstein's flight log.
Actually, my mother married into the fiddlers.
Yeah. My mother met a fiddler when she was very young.
Yeah,
and
she was like, I love the name.
they made it work.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Despite the name.
Joking
You
a-
can't marry him. He's a fiddler.
I can't believe we're joking about pedos when we're in a basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the basement episode where this is for the video people.
Oh, yeah.
All you video people, this is Dirty Secrets Comedy. It's a comedy club I'm a producer at. I produce the shows.
A micro
3 shows
comedy
week.
club.
It's a micro comedy club. It's the
Whatever
perfect
that means.
comparison. It's the perfect blend between the big comedy clubs like the Melbourne Comedy Lounge and the tiny comedy clubs that no one's ever heard of.
I'm looking
Like
disdainfully
Black
at the
Sheep-
mic.
Like Black Sheep Comedy, St Kilda Cellars, Itty Bitty. So what it is, it's where the shit comedians do their best acts and the best comedians do their shit acts, and it's a real good blend of everything. It's a wild ride.
It is,
For those,
Sharam.
I just named all of his rooms. That's what. Do you
Yeah.
have any other rooms apart from that? I feel like
I
you're
got some news.
You're a power broker.
I got some news for you off air.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you heard. I can't believe. Nah,
I don't know. How is that going? How is our clip? How is that?
the clips.
Well, that idea you had.
As in
The
outside
hook.
of this
No. The,
for this episode.
I don't want to break the fourth wall, but like this
Hello,
is
everybody.
the clip episode where Sharam yells, "I can't believe this,"
Yeah,
and we
and
clip
then-
it. So if you're listening, there goes a tram. We didn't factor that in. There's a tram.
Yeah, there is a tram.
Very audible tram.
Yeah. It's insane how in the basement under the tram how you can hear it, and every comic is like who's never been here before is like, ooh,
You should-
what is that noise?
Yeah, there's always that moment where you're on stage and you sort of something happens, you joke about it, and it hits you as you're joking about it. Like, I bet every single comedian comes here does a joke about that and has done every single variation of it.
Yeah.
And the only joke you can do is joke about how you're doing the same joke
Yeah.
that every other comedian. And it's very.
What are your thoughts on this? I actually have a lot of thoughts on this. Joking about how other people make jokes about stuff. I feel like that's the opposite of yes ending something. That's using jokes to undercut someone else's lunch, basically.
I don't
You know
know.
what I
You
mean?
mean on stage?
Yeah, like not on stage, or yeah, sort of just in general. Like someone makes a joke about that, and you're like, oh, everyone fucking makes jokes about that. What are you fucking like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess that gets a little political. Like, you're
Yeah.
clearly overtly shitting on someone, which I feel unless you're
Yeah.
I find out with like, unless you're like a mass. This is the same way I feel about people joking about doing comedy on stage. I mean, unless you're like one of the Mount Rushmore guys, unless you're
Yeah,
like Bill
that's
Burr,
fair.
Seinfeld, or Chappelle, or a female comedian who I can't think of. I don't know, Joan Rivers, fucking whatever. You know what I mean? You know, one of the great ladies.
Who's the person who now she's doing a late night show? I like her.
A woman doing a late night show?
Yeah, she's the next.
Not in my America.
Conan.
Really? No, seriously, who?
Oh, I can't.
Is she African American?
No. Oh, she's good. You'll be like, her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, I'm looking for not Schumer.
No, not new.
Whitney Cummings.
No.
Oh, who's another female comedian I
do
like?
This.
I'm always make sure I got a list of female comedians I like, so people can't call me out and say you only like dudes.
But you do only like dudes.
I mean, there's
Tomlinson.
Nah, I don't really
like her?
I don't find her. She hasn't blown me away.
Yeah, it doesn't blow me away, but I also I do find her funny.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she's good.
Here's a weird side. Sorry.
She can be. She's good.
Yeah.
I'm just like she's not. Doesn't make.
She's not gonna like make you
My
shit
mate-
your pants with laughter.
My mate got me. He said I got a spare ticket to Taylor. Oh, you want to come with me to Taylor Tomlinson? Not a free ticket. You want to come with me to Taylor Tomlinson when she was in Melbourne? Not a single part of me was like.
Yeah, you really do go see pretty much a lot of people who.
Yeah. It didn't really excite me. But anyway,
I can't remember what I was gonna say. Now I
can you?
lost.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
So
now it's just an awkward
to
lull
Trump.
after I shat on
Back to
one of the
Trump.
biggest female
Yeah.
comedians.
Don't worry.
We gotta delete that. I don't know.
Make sure she hears this. I can't believe he said this about Taylor Tomlinson.
Tomlinson.
Tomlinson. I can't even pronounce it.
At least I got her name right.
Yeah, I buckle with names under pressure. If I'm under pressure, I forget everyone's names. That's
Okay.
my one thing. And I'm not under pressure now.
Why?
But-
I constantly. In fact, I don't think I've ever said your name right. So that's.
Sharam Namdarian.
I always say Sharam Namdarian.
Yeah. The worst thing is I have jokes about people getting my name wrong on stage, and people are starting to get my name more right than wrong. So now I can't be like, oh, that guy's racist.
Interesting.
Elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to be like, I had jokes about how that guy was racist, but now I can't do it because he got my name right.
But that's a joke too, right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So
It's
now
like I used
a
to be able to
new
lean into that,
thing.
but now because everyone in this goddamn city is so woke and so caring about my name, I'm like, God damn, no! I want you to be.
Joel Temple.
I need my bogans back.
I can't believe people don't know this about Joel Temple. This is actually something I'm surprised. You can be quite angry sometimes on stage. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
But you have the word temper in your
I
name.
know.
And
I know.
whenever I tell people that, it's like I'm the first person who's ever thought of that. Do you know what I mean? I shouldn't be the first person who's made that joke.
Oh, I think
Move
you're.
a little bit more this way. So
Oh
maybe
yeah, I
I'm
noticed that.
understanding.
I've been in it. I just
Yeah,
haven't
just be a bit more
quite
this way.
doing
Let's
it.
get a bit closer.
Blah,
Touchy, touchy. Yeah,
I didn't get a beer. I should have got a beer.
You should have got a beer.
But I
you
could
didn't.
still get a beer. But basically, oh yeah, what temper in my name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got Namda. That's nothing.
you got like a very strong Wi-Fi password in your
Yeah.
name. That's kind of cool.
Yes.
And you got a name that probably has you on a few lists with the Department of Home Affairs, Sharam.
I used to get randomly checked all the time.
Oh, 100%.
100%. And also, like, there was a time where I was traveling and I used to think that if I carried as many condoms as I could on me, I would be, I'm manifesting sexual encounters. And so I was randomly searched. I had to pull out, like, 15 condoms.
Oh, that's bad because people use the condoms to smuggle.
To smuggle the thing. But also, I'd made a joke. I was like, oh, fly safe. And the guy was like, get out of here. Oh, you scallywag. Get out of here.
I'm glad you were getting randomly checked a lot.
Oh,
the
that's good,
system's
yeah.
working. The system's working.
Yeah. Well, the best thing is at that, you get so randomly checked, you're just looking at the guy and it's like, he needs a chat.
Are you
He's
sure?
Just picking someone who looks like him.
Are you sure it was the appearance or the name, or was it just?
It's just the walk.
Was it just because?
It's because I walk like a pile of spaghetti.
Well, I've
and
never
they're
really
like, He's
noticed-
up to nothing.
I've never noticed how you walk. People don't pay that much attention to. I hate to break it to you, buddy,
They will.
but they will. But could it just be you? You would. Everyone else was in line at the airport. Oh, it might be about to end soon.
That's all right.
Um,
Press record on yours. Oh wait, I'll just press it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, there it is.
Oh well. Oh, is it?
don't know how
I
to-
still got juice. There's a red.
This one? What do
There's
I
a
press?
red light.
I'm colorblind. Sorry. Well, I will actually edit this out. Where's the record button?
It's the red button on the back.
On the back. Oh yeah, there it is. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
back. No.
You were saying no one pays attention.
Well,
to how
could
I
it
walk.
be how when you, because you're a very extroverted fella, could it just be that you're the only person in line to come through the gate who's like,
Yeah, pretty much.
and everyone else is just like, I fucking hate my life, airports suck, but you're the only one going, ha, I'm at an airport, ha, this
Yeah.
is crazy, isn't it crazy, isn't it great, aren't planes amazing, and everyone's like, this guy's clearly gonna blow this plane up.
Yeah, this is his last day. He's high on something.
You could be the whitest person ever. But then again, now if you think a this is a bit of a cliche, but if you think terrorist now, you don't think this. You
Yeah,
think
you don't-
this.
That's true. Yeah. It's the guy in high school who tried to shoot at Trump. You
Yes,
look like him.
I have a bit about
You
it.
look more like him. Oh, you do actually?
Yeah, well, no, not about me, but about how whenever there's Irish people in the crowd, I'm like, hey, Ireland, fucking terrorism, you started it. It's like, and it's actually white. It's like a reverse blues music. That we stole blues music from black people.
Yeah.
Brown and a minority stole terrorism from white people. So now that the whites are doing the terrorism, we're just taking our culture back.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a hook.
Not
and
good?
then I will...
No good?
No. I just want to riff on something you said
That was
before.
so brutal.
I can't... Does this happen to you? So, you know how you talk about me walking into the airport and basically being randomly checked because I'm loud? I would get told off by bartenders when I would walk into bars younger, and probably now if I was actually going to a bar for something outside of comedy, for being loud. They're like, look, I know you're not drunk. You just walked in here, but you are doing the exact thing that will get you kicked out. Because,
So interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, what, being fucking happy? Like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't be happy. Oh.
Yeah, because
they're like, get the fuck out of here.
They just don't want any trouble at all. We were on probably two ends of the spectrum when we were at bars, because I was like, I just looked like, I could not get in a bar because I just had this look, whether I was sober or drunk. I'd sort of just be like this. I remember going to a mate's, like, I forget what it was. It was at a Holly.
The face was spot on like that.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. It was like a Holly Ava in Richmond near the station. It was like 5 p.m. I drove in because I just couldn't be fucked taking the train. So I wasn't even going to drink that much anyway. I couldn't get in because the guy thought I was drunk. I'm like, dude, It's like, maybe he had a point though, because maybe my just general personality and the way I live my life cumulatively meant I was kind of...
Yeah, you're generally run down.
It would have been safer to be like a person in a good place who'd had a few too many drinks. Let them drive even if they're over. But me, pretty sober, but just hating life. He's more of a threat.
You should have then just driven by afterwards and been like, goodbye!
Well, that's the frustrating thing. You can't prove it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they don't breathalyze you. They should breathalyze you. The bouncer should
bring your own
breathalyze.
breathalyzer. You need that more than anyone.
Yes, but then they'll probably throw it in your face being like, there's margin for error or some shit.
Yeah, and you're like, look, the reason why I brought a breathalyzer, the reason why I have this should be proof. No one else is going to be trying to prove it as much as I am.
Then
I just look like a bag of socks.
But a bag of socks?
I don't know.
What a terrible... That's just derailed the conversation.
We're meant to yes and.
Not that.
What's
Good
that?
Lord. Anyway, cut that. That's
What
probably
do I look like?
all the...
There you go. Come back at me.
a flight risk. I don't know.
There you go. Now we're on equal footing.
Wait. I
can't believe he said that.
I want to riff on. Sorry, I keep talking over your hook thing. Do
That's
it.
all right.
Do it again. No,
I can't believe he said that about me because I can put it at the start.
flight risk is funny because it actually means like people on like bail who might fly away.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'd ever used it to mean someone who's a risk on a flight.
Oh yeah, because I'm like, excuse me, can I have more nuts? And they're like, we don't have any more.
Why were you?
Because I'm causing the flight attendants to have panic attacks.
Why were you Jim Carrey doing Andy Kaufman then?
What? No, that's a compliment.
Why were
I
you?
feel like that's a compliment.
Why were you Adam Sandler in every?
Yeah.
Thing Can I have some nuts, please? I'll play you the nuts song.
And they're like, we don't have any more nuts, sir. That's what I meant by flight risk. As in,
Okay.
I'm risking the mental health of people. You see,
Yeah, all right,
sometimes
all right,
jokes is a
I
misunderstanding.
get it. What were we talking about before that? The flight risk. We were talking about oh yeah, the breathalyzer thing. Then they'll just be like, oh, you're clearly a nuisance, and they'll just say you're a public nuisance, or they'll say like, clearly you are high on something that makes you go like, no, bro, I got a breathalyzer. That's like psycho shit.
What about if you had a business card that just said, I just look like this?
Yeah, like the Joker had in the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. He had a card when he started laughing, he'd hand it to people and say, I have a condition, I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's some way
I should have one too.
You have resting drunk face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just loud. I don't think that I'm loud. Did you know that?
Well, here's what I'll give you credit for. You're pretty. I wouldn't say loud. Just generally annoying, probably.
Yeah, that's my general.
I never thought the loudness. The volume
it's
has
too
never.
Real, when you say that.
The volume has never been the issue. It's the content.
What's an example?
Oh, really? I broke him. Well, what's going on there?
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. It's the content.
Shit.
It's the content. It's the content. It's the content. It's the content. All right, we're recording again.
Okay.
What about the content that I say is annoying? I can't believe he called me annoying. What about the content that I say is annoying?
No, I'm just taking a piss. But
Yeah.
no. You just
No, it is. It's one of the. I believe jokes come from healed trauma. So when you say that, I'm like, oh, there's a little bit of trauma there. I'm not saying it's badly. I'm actually saying I've spent my whole life being like, I'm annoying, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm annoying.
I'll tell you what. In the comedy scene, you're dealing with a lot of like broken individuals, and you seem to have a lot of zest.
That's nice.
No, but you have a lot of
nice.
you have a lot of optimism that has not been broken yet, and that's
not yet.
I admire that, and it puzzles me.
Do you want to know something? You want to know something weird? See this little patch here? I woke up today with a missing patch of hair in my beard.
Oh no!
As a bald guy, having a bald patch, this cannot do. I did a post about it. People are like, rosemary oil, see my dermatologist. Great, I will probably. But it's like I am weirdly so much under pressure. I don't call it stress because some of it I like the stress of it sometimes. But it's like my body is collapsing under the thing.
You're gonna love what I'm gonna focus on right now.
Okay, you're gonna love what he's about to say.
You see a dermatologist to the degree that you refer to them as your dermatologist. Like, I got to see my dermatologist. I'm
saying I got a message from someone saying I should see their dermatologist. So they said, you should see my dermatologist.
Oh, so they're the wankers.
Yeah, not me. I'm not wank yet.
Because if someone said, if my doc...
Oh my God.
What?
I got a funny story.
Okay, cool. If my doctor said, I'll just say that and get on with it. Yeah, all right, fine.
Say your thing
Sorry.
And then blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, yeah. And then I got off the bus and we're done. No.
Yeah.
If someone said... if my GP said you got a skin thing, you have to see a dermatologist, I'd be like in the yellow pages, so to speak, just being like, the fuck do I do?
What is a dermatologist?
What is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was all I wanted to say.
Person with skin.
On to what Sharam wants to talk about.
Story. Hey, hear this amazing story. When I used to do hair regrowth thing, Ashley and Martin.
Yeah.
So
I see it in the ads.
It worked and it didn't work
during the footy.
When I left it, one of my favorite experiences was being like, look, man, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm not going to continue with this. I'm ending the contract, whatever. And the guy had this moment of rejection because but the company was being rejected. He was taking the brunt of it. And he was like, you'll be back.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, fuck. He's telling himself that. Will I be back? I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna be back.
Also, I'd be like, no. It's kind of like the big pharma conspiracy where they're like, they don't want you to get perfectly well.
Oh.
They don't want you to get completely not bald. They don't want you to fix your baldness because
you heard it here first. Joel saying that big pharma is making us bald.
What's what big pharma? What is it for hair? Big not big hair big hair. Big scalp.
Big
scalp doesn't want you to stay bald so they can keep,
making,
it's like
selling you drugs.
The cigarette tobacco companies. Yeah. Here's a little nugget. Not really, everyone knows this, but they want you to try quitting. Because have you ever smoked?
No. Oh, maybe like one cigarette once.
Oh, aren't you fucking perfect?
Do you smoke?
No, I haven't smoked for a while.
Oh, but you used to smoke.
I was very much a social smoker. I couldn't stand the stuff when I would never be out the front having a smoke. Yeah. I tried doing that. I'm going to be one of those guys who, I was like, oh God. But when you're drinking, I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Interesting.
But I don't drink as much anymore, or not to the degree that I want a cigarette.
And you don't vape? I've never seen.
No, I don't vape. I find that very odd.
Just fucking smoke, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand vaping.
I was doing a bit where I'm like, I want to get into vaping before the science sort of gets settled, because right now we're in that glorious... It's like our grandparents in the 50s had cigarettes. They were just like, their doctors telling them to smoke more because it soothes their esophagus. And my doctor smokes Marlboro. And those were the glory days. They probably knew in the back of their mind that like, this isn't good, but just they had the plausible deniability. Right now with vaping, we've got that. Where you can just be like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But in about 5 years, there's going to be like one of those, what do you call them, longitudinal studies, like cross-generational studies, where they're going to be like, it's healthier to like grind the vape device into dust and snort it than actually have a vape. And when that science hits, there's going to be no...
I shelve my vape now because it gets me the high without... Does it get you high? It's just flavored smoke, right? It's more like a habit.
You know what? I've never vaped. Honest to God, Dan Rosario, shout out. I swear, one time at a gig, he had what I now know is a vape on the table. This must have been early vaping days.
Excuse me, what is that?
I swear to God, I thought it was a highlighter.
Yeah.
I'm that out of the loop with that.
Yeah.
I was like, why have you got to... Because we all have our notebooks and pens, and I thought, oh, he highlights it. It's like, but that's a big highlighter.
Yeah.
But it looked like a highlighter.
He's sucking on his highlighter.
Yeah, and I think I just blurted it out, and I felt like a dick because I didn't really know him that well back then. So he was probably, what the fuck, bro? But I was like, oh, you got a highlighter. And he was like, it's more vape, cunt. And I was like, because that's how Dan sounds. It's more vape, bro.
And then he goes, oh, let's go.
Wow.
No, it's not a head wobble.
I mean,
it's a full body shift.
My impression was out of love. That felt a little toxic
Excuse
and hateful.
me, we talked about shitting on people. I was trying to be... That was a fun
Anyway,
joke.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Point of the story is...
Jeez.
All they have to do is do a study that says vaping makes your testosterone lower. A lot of dudes will quit.
Yeah.
Testosterone is all the rage right now on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's real dudes are it's like gym culture now. Like,
Yeah.
dudes are like, oh, how much do you lift? What kind of, it's kind of that. It's a bit of a generalization cliche, but I think the sort of, the self improvement thing.
Yeah.
It's like how much can you lift, not how many pints did you sink last night.
I don't. Yeah.
And I don't like to look at that.
Oh Jesus.
That might.
It's dead. All right.
Maybe.
Cool. Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
We'll switch to my camera. My sexy camera.
By the way, speaking of possibly sexy, is that
wing?
a ripped, or is that tit? Are those tits? Is
Is
that in shot?
No.
Let's get that in
All
shot.
right. Joel wants this in shot.
I want to know if my boner is if that's okay.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's okay. I'm just saying I'm a bit confused. Is that hot? I mean, it's hot.
Are these breasts or are these pecs? Let us know in the comments.
Breasts or pecs? Because
Joel has to figure out his sexuality. And your comments will let us
I don't
know.
give a shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a dude.
When pecs are probably.
My girlfriend hates this topic. As in, I'll tell you what this topic.
Can you hear any of this?
No.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
my girlfriend hates this topic. I'm always pointing out about how people with breasts have their nipples are lower, and so like people without breasts, if they were to wear the same say dresses or whatever, it's just like look my nipples. I just think it's really absurd. I'm always like pointing out to her if she didn't have breasts where her nipples would be. It fascinates me. I have no idea what's fascinating about it. She's always like, yes, I understand this. I get it. I'm like, you don't understand. If you didn't have breasts, you was here.
Why are you Adam Sandler again? What happened? Anyway,
It's like a little baby voice.
if you could I gave
you
you
didn't coin that. Oh, you did coin that voice.
what he did.
Yeah.
Really? He's got the copyright on baby voice?
No, he doesn't have the copyright on baby voice. He has the copyright on that voice, not on
voice.
baby voices. Anyway, you were saying
if you could move a body part, what would it be?
what? If I could move a
Yeah,
body
if
part?
like you could redesign, like I only wonder, you can move one thing to
Yeah.
somewhere else.
I don't think I would move a body part.
No?
No, because I feel like everything is where it should be. Like, what would I put an arm on the other side? You've obviously thought about this. What would you move and where?
I'd move my butthole to my heel.
So you can shit.
Just like
on
you
the floor?
no. So you can just like you don't have to sort of sit down on the toilet for starters, hygienic.
Okay.
And then you can just like put the foot over the toilet like that.
Okay. So you don't
Just like-
sit on the toilet for hours, clearly, like I do, enjoying the.
No need to make this all about you, but
No, but like you've turned shitting into this weirdly awkward. I have to put my leg up thing.
well, you have to sit on this disgusting seat or like put down the sort of the
Yeah. Oh,
you know.
yeah. At home, is it disgusting or do you keep it clean?
No. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just not like it's cold.
Yeah,
Forget
okay.
about hygiene. It's cold.
Yeah.
And you're sitting down, and it splashes back onto your butt and your
Yeah,
dick.
there is that. Yep.
And then you're like, I don't know. It just seems like it would be easier to sort of stick your foot in somewhere and be like,
So
like you clench your toes.
You go.
Also, if I could just sort of, because I noticed that it could only do one thing, but if I could redesign it, it would be like, it's sort of the arsehole. Let's pretend, forget about being on your foot. The arsehole is like kind of like, it's like, they're like the Star Wars doors.
Yeah, it's called a sphincter.
Yeah, I know, but I would like my sphincter to be a bit more.
Oh, you want to design it?
I would like it to be the Star Wars door, like, it opens and closes. You can sort of go open sphincter, rather than just like, oh boy. Because how many times have you had that where you're like, oh fuck, the sphincter, you don't have control over your door.
Did you know I think there's two sphincters. There's like an inner one and an outer one. So what you're talking about is the outer one. There's an inner one where it hits that, then things... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I'm just... Yeah. My question to your question is when you move your anus to your foot, your heel...
I'm kind of cooling on that idea, but go on.
Okay, but do all your organs move in a way that allows for that? So do you have your digestive tract down your leg and basically...
Yes. See, this
like
is
an elephantitis sort of leg because it's got... your intestines down
This
there.
is why we do this.
Yes.
This podcast.
Welcome to the Best Frenemies
We
podcast.
figured it out.
We figured it out!
See, that's the question
yeah.
I love. So does because it's all...
Because it would stretch out, right?
And does your... You know how you get a feeling here when you... do I... In my calf, is it now oh God, I need to go? Does my calf feel all... Does my calf grumble?
You're like, I'm feeling tense
Yes.
in my calf.
What goes here now?
Yeah, because when you were asking me, would I move a body part? I was like, maybe I could move an arm to the other side. And then I was like, no, but I was thinking about how would that also work skeletally?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
great. I love that. Because people be like, no, firstly... My family would be like, that's disgusting, Joel, shut up, it's Christmas. But no, then secondly...
Because you're farting through your foot.
No.
And you're the only one who also has moved their anus to their foot as well?
Yeah.
Is that the real premise of this?
It's like, I thought that was going to be like a big move. Like, we're all doing it, right, boy? Yeah, we're doing it. And next day I rock up, it's like,
And then family Christmas, do you have a sister or someone do you have a sibling?
My brother's a bit girly.
Okay, so your brother is bringing a new partner over and they're like, oh, and this is Joel, his anus is in his foot.
Yeah, that would kind of
they
be...
always sort of introduce
That's
the
the
fact
other thing,
about someone?
the optics, the
Yeah.
PR side.
Yeah.
Do you brag about it?
Yeah, exactly. Do you? Yeah, I moved it. How?
Yeah, I imagine you have to go to the doctor and a sort of surgery a few times and, a lot of outpatient stuff. Yeah. You'd have to be kind of also, I'd probably need some sort of sock. I could just, you can't just wear normal socks anymore.
That's true. You have to have diaper socks.
Yeah, it's like Joel's Or
underwear socks.
Joel's wearing really thick, hard yakka tradie socks in
Just
summer.
on one foot though.
Yeah. Oh, and imagine going swimming. But like I said, this is why I want the
This is why this conversation is important.
This is why I want I want control over the sphincter more than just my sphincter sort of
You want the Star Wars doors.
I want the button.
Open or closed.
I want a button okay, we're going.
Yeah. Have you tried slippery elm? Slippery elm, it's basically a bark that it's like fiber, helps coat your body. So when you poop as if you have the closest thing to Star Wars doors.
Okay.
I do it. I have a glass of slippery. You put it in water. You dissolve in water. I have it after if I have a shoot at work because we're eating a lot of meat. Anything that will slow down.
Oh, a shoot, like a camera shoot.
Yeah,
I thought that was your slang term for shooting.
Oh, every time I go to work,
every time
ejaculate.
No, I mean shitting. I gotta shoot. I gotta shoot some shit.
Every time we have a photo shoot at work where I'm on camera eating a lot of meat.
Your shit at work?
Yeah. Then I have slippery elm because otherwise I'll spend the next few days feeling really crap because I haven't taken a crap.
Crap.
Yeah, there you go. That joke was crap.
Invented the toilet, Thomas Crap.
Yeah.
Thomas Crapper, the guy invented the toilet.
Oh, really? Mr. Crapper.
His name was Crapper.
What did you invent? I invented the toilet. You didn't call
But
it out your name?
But I've done so much more.
Yes. I moved a man's anus to his foot. No one ever talks about that.
Wait, is that true?
Mr. Crapper.
Thomas
Look it
Crapper.
up.
We better
While
wrap
you're
this
looking
up
it
soon.
up,
let's finish on a big note.
I'll do the an impression of hi, welcome to the family. This is your this is Uncle Joey. He's a doctor. Just wait, bear with me.
Okay.
This is Auntie Beatrice. She actually saved a dog once from being hit by a car. We love her. She's such a wonderful woman. And this is Joel Temperley. He's a comedian, but he's also moved his anus to his foot. We don't like to talk about that much. So, welcome to the family. We're happy you're here. And this is the Best Frenemies podcast.
Thomas Crapper was an English plumber and businessman. He founded Thomas Crapper and Company in London, a plumbing equipment company. Notably, with regard to toilets, has often been overstated, mostly due to publication of this. Okay. He was a plumber, though.
Yeah, it's literally are you a butcher? Are you a baker? Are you a crapper? That is literally what I reckon what that name comes from. You know how they used to have their names based on what they did?
If you're a trivia fan, ever go to a pub quiz, good thing to remember. I've been going to a pub quiz where a regular question they asked, what's this surname? What was it a job for?
Yeah.
And the other week it was Wainwright. You know what a Wainwright is?
No.
It's someone who repairs wheels on carriages.
Okay,
a
because
Wainwright.
I know right is like wrought, like it's a word that means like building.
See, you know what we did? We thought write, W-R-I-G-H-T. We thought, maybe that's ye old English for writing. So we thought, maybe it's a playwright. Maybe a Wainwright is someone who, we said fixes pens.
Oh, interesting.
Or makes pens.
Yeah.
A pen maker.
Here's a similar thing. In India, like chaiwala is tea seller, wala is seller. Chaiwala, they go on the show. Chaiwala.
Oh.
Yeah, they also have...
That's what I yell at my Uber driver to get attention. Chaiwala!
It's like, what? Tea? There's other names. A lot of my cousins have names like Darawala, Zarawala, different sellers. One of my cousins, before he was born, his dad moved to the country. His last name was Wandrewala. I'll tell you what it means in a second. And changed it to Kiani, meaning it's like a dynasty name.
Okay.
Something more reputable. Wandrewala translates to monkey seller. He came from a long line of monkey sellers and was changing his destiny, baby. Change that destiny.
Monkey seller sounds like a slur.
Yeah.
It's like he's a real monkey seller.
Yeah, it's like, actually, no, we are the best in the town. You want a monkey? We got them. We got 4 kinds of monkeys. Everyone else, 2 kinds of monkeys.
Yeah.
We have twice as many monkeys as the other guys.
It sounds like a slur from Americans in the Union against Americans in the South, because the Americans in the Union were still racist. They just didn't believe in slavery.
Yeah, so they're like making monkey sellers.
Yeah, sorry to...
As opposed to us...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, as opposed to us monkey freers.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm getting at. It was
Is
very...
that what you were saying?
I was walking on thin ice
Dear
there,
Lord.
but I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah.
it does sound like, because in the North, I've been listening to podcasts about the Civil War, and they were like... They were still racist.
Yeah, okay.
But they were just like, but slavery's wrong. Because it's bad for us. It damages our soul. They didn't actually give a shit.
Interesting. That is interesting. So,
what a way to finish.
Yeah.
And we probably should.
Yeah. What are your concluding thoughts on this podcast?
Well, no, do one more thing
boost?
to get us viral. I looked at my camera. It's not working.
What should we do? Another Trump one?
Sure. Have you got a Trump impression? Can you do a Trump?
No, to be honest, I don't think I've ever really tried.
Okay, well, how about you do Trump, I'll be Biden, and then we'll swap, and we'll see who does it better.
Who does the better impression?
I survived the bullet. I didn't eat it. I didn't want to eat the bullet. I am an American hero. I eat bullets for breakfast, but I don't.
Yeah. You see about that? That's a bunch of malarkey. That is like come on, what? You don't eat the bullet. I eat the bullet. You know, I'm not the loser. You're the loser.
All right, now swap.
Okay.
Now you do Trump.
I like this pod. It was a good pod. I came down here and I said, what a great pod. I don't know about doing it in a basement. It kind of reminds me of the time I went to Epstein's Island. I remember I went to Epstein's Island and I thought to myself, what an island.
All right, now this is going to be the best.
That was terrible.
I've just got to put it down. I believe the podcast is good. Immigration. And no. Yeah, see? Fucking solid. Solid. That's the podcast. Tell your friends. And make sure to...
Yeah, that was good.
And in the next episode, we're going to find out
fuck
if
me
we're
sideways. Sorry.
really friends or enemies or
Finally revealed.
frenemies.
Yeah, baby. We did it.
We did it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Bye.